Bad enough. Bad enough. Bad enough.
Any luck creating a how-to guide for describing the Dabbleverse to loved ones?
The monster movie will be shown next Sunday.
Next Sunday, I will be
debuting a video where I explain the Dabbleverse to my people.
My people. Please join me next.
I think it'd be so fun for somebody to
Film or audio record themselves explaining the Dabbleverse to somebody who doesn't know.
Very well. Ask and you shall receive. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Orson Welles, and this is Explaining the Dabbleverse. Episode 1.
What's up, docs and docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here. And when I say here, I mean I am right next to my, your 84-year-old...
85 in April.
85 in April, year-old father, who, as some of you may be able to tell from his voice, is not from this country.
I was born in London. And then after the start of World War II, we moved to Coventry for 12 years.
Cut to many years later, you're in America, and then you had me, and then your life changed forever.
I turned gray.
Yes, for sure. Would it be fair to say that you listened to the Howard Stern show?
Never.
Never. Once upon a time on the Howard Stern show, at the height, it would be at the height of the show in the mid-'80s, Howard hired a guy sight unseen when he heard that the guy had a terrible, debilitating stutter. Then, in 1990, there was a feud between Howard Stern and Jay Leno. Still with me?
Go right out.
So...
my eyelids drooping does not mean I'm not paying
no,
attention.
it's just the look that you're going for.
Yeah.
So there were a few other things. He did a movie about 5 years ago. He gets on YouTube and starts making podcasts. A comedian named Chrissy May. Oh, I didn't know you did stand-up. I didn't know. You dabble. I'm a dabbler. And hence, what came after that was, who are these podcasts? The Uncle Rico. And we're all in the Dabbleverse. Any questions so far?
No. I still have no clue why I'd ever watch it, but...
Yeah, that is exactly what this is about. Because even those of us who are in it deep, every once in a while have that moment where we're like, why the fuck am I watching this? He's a horrible drunk. You know, he drinks Coors Lights like they're going out of style.
You can't be a drunk on Coors Light.
You don't know how many he drinks.
Well, between stutters, they'd have to drink,
Well, that's what he doesn't even stutter anymore.
Well, he probably stuttered in the first place because he lacked any confidence in himself, and he's gained competence over the years.
And that's what's funny, and that's why we keep coming back. We can't understand where he gets this confidence from. Yeah.
These no-talent people, earning a living having no talent.
Yeah. What he doesn't have, though, is the humility. Yeah. Because anytime, like, people will fuck with him and say, oh,
that sounds like Trump.
That is one of the biggest, a lot of people say that, and it really drives John nuts because he hates Trump. Everything's a work with him, and he just thinks that if he says the right thing to the right person, they'll like him, and then... So again, do you know anyone like that?
No. Well, people like that are easy to ignore and just move on. I mean, don't take it personally. I mean,
And that's exactly what it is he takes everything personally.
Does he?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Are you sure it's not all a big act?
No, I'm not. And that's another thing that people in the Dabbleverse are constantly struggling with. Is this a work? Because he has a 160 IQ. That's the first thing that he claims.
Trump claims to have graduated from University of Pennsylvania.
And John claims to have graduated with honors from NYU.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just other people. I mean, I don't understand why anybody would even waste their time listening to shit like that.
Well, how about this, as the father of the Looney Tunes critic? Why don't you end this the way that they ended so many of those cartoons back in the day?
That's all, folks.
Skull!
Skull!
Skull!